Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Look, I did the live last night. First of all, let me say shout out to all my people going out to work, all my people coming in from work. Shout out to all my good, clean-hearted, progressive, productive people who wish good for everybody else as well as for themselves, and are willing to get up and work and are up and working towards better. Shout out to my entrepreneurs. Shout out to my stay-at-home moms and dads. Shout out to my truck driver them out on the road. Shout out to my CNAs, nurses, everybody in the medical field, my therapists. Shout out to, if I didn't say shout out to you, then the people them who looking for work and can't find work. You're down on your luck a little bit. It's alright. It gets greater later. Alright? It gets greater later. You gotta get on that and make it happen. It's Thursday, it's almost Friday. And for my 9 to 5, Monday to Friday workers, or however you do it, but you know that Friday is your weekend. When I say it's the freaking weekend, baby, tomorrow morning, it'll be for you. Because you've grinded out the whole week. And you've arrived at a time where you can celebrate a little bit. And celebrate doesn't mean you go to a party and grab people may just wake up. So no matter me. Anyway, celebrate doesn't mean you go to a party, grab some big buckle. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Hey, you only live once. But I mean, just celebrate. Celebrate life. You know what I mean? It could be celebrate meaning laying in your bed, watching a whole bunch of SouFLoTV, one after the other. Videos. It could mean you go find a beach and lay down on the beach and just chill with a fruit basket. It could be whatever you want to do. Just celebrate life and be thankful for life. So I'm here and I'm thinking, I couldn't get this one off my mind. Don't worry, I won't do another video in here, I don't think, because the echo, right? But I couldn't get this one off my mind all night. So after we did the live last night where we talk about Shantae Skies, the little girl, I couldn't get her off my mind. Couldn't get the whole situation off my mind. Couldn't get the fact that someone said, yeah, but you have to go to work. I mean, you have to pay bills. And I'm thinking there's no excuse for you not finding security for your child, not securing your children. Having to go to work and pay bills is not an excuse. You have to go find another way, right? But I was thinking more and more about it, and I'm thinking, you know, that whole we grow rough. I should put that on a t-shirt, man. We grow rough. But one of the biggest problems for us, and this is not just in Jamaica, you know. This is throughout the Caribbean diaspora. This is throughout Africa. This is throughout, let me not say throughout Africa. I won't go that far because there are principles and things that, traditional things in Africa that I haven't been there yet, so I don't understand, and I know them to be different, right? But this seems to be a global issue where we're concerned, where we are concerned. Us, if you know what that means, we are concerned, right? Seems to be a global issue. The boys are abused too much from a young age. You're getting abused as a black boy from all angles. Society is very abusive to you outside of family. And then you have family and friends that are abusive to you. Not friends, but family and family friends that are abusive to you. You know what I mean? The whole mothers having babies too young, that's a whole other issue that we gotta put into the equation every single time. When you see black men grow up, black boys grow up to be black men and they are dysfunctional in society, it usually stems back from traumatic childhood. Now, one of our biggest things is admitting guilt. So you'll have black parents that will never admit that they were abusive to the child. They'll never admit that they spoiled that child. And I'm not talking about spoil her like alkaline said, come let me spoil you, and him spoil the girl with nice things. No, I'm talking about spoil like something was good and you made it go bad. We're all born good. We're all born good. As we grow, things happen that form our mental as far as our behavior, pattern of behavior, our view of the world, and so on and so forth, how we interact with people, our communication skills, and all that, right? Our drive, our motivation, all those things. I'll never forget, one subscriber said on my channel that every girl was there with me, I have to take lick and kick up. Remember that, me tell you that. Shot like a box sometimes for no reason. Least little thing she do. Every girl that's with him has to be willing to take beatings. Just know that every now and then you're going to get some licks and some kicks. Kicks and licks. Shot it a box. It no. Shot it a box. Bow, for no reason more time. For some little things. Little things are big things. You don't have no reason to be hitting no female. Shot it a box. For no. So I told this subscriber, I said, look, usually I would erase a comment like this and block you from my channel. I think that subscriber finally realized that my channel is really not the channel. If you're not planning on changing your bad ways for good, then you'll filter out on my channel. You'll come for the proverbial BS type of things. Dancehall news, which artists doing this with what. You'll come for that kind of news, but you won't come for discussions like these. And I think that subscriber eventually either changed their name and is still on the channel, or faded away into somebody else, but into something else, away from the channel. But I told the subscriber, I said, usually I would erase a comment like this, because YouTube gives me the ability to, with one click of a button, select someone on the channel and hit hide this person from your channel, and you hide that person from your channel, meaning no matter how they comment, they will think their comment's going to show on the channel because it shows up like it's showing while they're typing it. When they hit send to put the comment on the channel, it disappears into a different place where I get to see the comment, right? And I see it and then I just erase it, but no one else ever sees it. Or I can approve it and send it to the channel, or I can just block that person from the channel and erase all comments ever made on the channel. And I told him that. I said, usually I would do that, but for some reason I feel the need to talk to you because I'm trying to understand why you're saying that every female that you're with has to be willing to take thump and box and kick and abuse, really. You're talking about even females you haven't been with yet, right? Because, come on, face it, a guy that's like that, even if he gets a female, she's probably going to be around for some time. And I mean, the ones that are around with guys that beat them up and all that, they're coming from a place of similar as well. But it's only a matter of time before she realizes what she's doing and bolts, right? So he's going to eventually be with others and others and others. I told him, I said, I'm trying to find out why you feel the need to do that to women. Especially if they're doing really nothing. Not that there's any reason that would allow you to be justified in abusing a female. But you know what he said though? This is his answer. And that always stuck with me. So last night when we were doing the live and we were discussing, if you missed the live last night, then that's on you. You have to go watch it. But we were talking about the Shantae Star story and all that. He said he was doing that, or he does that to females to make up for what females did to him while he was growing up. He said my grandmother was a wicked ass beep, and my mom and my aunties were wicked ass bitches. They abused me. They beat me unnecessarily. They beat me so bad sometimes I could not even stand up. They used to beat me up. The man told me some stories about what his mother, grandmother, and aunties. And he said, I was raised in a house full of females. No dad, no man around. So, I don't remember if he said his dad left Jamaica and was financing the family from overseas. You know, one of those people that run off and, yeah man, I stay here till I get it straight, till I get my papers straight, then I could send for. But I think that's what it was, because eventually it was his dad that sent for him and took him out of Jamaica. That's what it was. But his dad was away and left him with mom, grandma, and aunties in the house, right? All females in the house. And all females in the house abused this kid to the point where he grew into a man that just wants to abuse females. So we have to be careful. This is my message this morning. We have to start being careful how we treat our boys. We even have to be careful, women, how we treat our men. Because a lot of our men are still boys here. So when you think you're dealing with a man, he knows how to masquerade as a man until decisions that require a man's level of thinking appear. So when situations that require a man's level of thinking appear then, and decisions need to be made on a man level, then you'll realize that that masquerading as a man stuff goes out the window and he handles it as a boy. You know how little boys are? Hit me, hit you back, hit me, hit you back, that kind of stuff. You know how little boys are? Run away from things when it get too hard, quit. Shouldn't have any responsibilities, that's too much for me, that's a little boy mentality. That always stuck with me. You know, I told my son, my oldest son, I said, you will always be my baby. Right? Even when you're grown and you have a family of your own, I'm going to put you in a position in life, and may the Most High give me strength and health long enough to do it. I want to put you in a position in life, guide you into a position in life to where you are able to have a good family and raise children functionally, because I want my grandchildren to have a better life than you. And I want you to have a better life than I did when I was growing up. I still hug my boys. I hug them every chance I get. I even kiss them up. All that is gone from, right now, your little boy reached 12, 11, and you hugging him and kissing him up. And in our culture, all kind of Batman thing that dog. Yeah, kiss up the boy. Not say a big man that. He's not no big man. He's not no big man. I got to go over to Iraq and Afghanistan and these places, and I brought my Western mentality over there. So I'm sitting out there on duty and I saw, walking down the street, a man and a man holding hands like this. Swinging hands and walking down the street and talking. and you know they dress already in the long, that looks like a dress, right? And we were joking about it. We were saying stuff like, well, I guess the bottom line thing is like commonplace over here. Until someone told us that that man on the right there, that's his son, and the one on the left, that's the dad. And I said to myself, wow, to be that grown, you could tell that that man was like probably 20s, 30s even, maybe, could even be 40s. And the man, obviously his dad, full head of gray hair, bit older, still active, but bit older, big man, right? And he's walking down the street, no pride involved, no Western culture way of thinking. He's holding the hand of his son and having conversations, right? And I started to think how disconnected we are, because in our culture, you reach 18, come out of the house. Either you go into college or go find yourself your own apartment and a job and just throw our kids out to the mercy of the world. Shout out to my grandparents in Jamaica. They're not throwing out their kids. You could be 50 years old and still living in their house. You just have some rules and guidelines you're going to have to abide by, because they're like strict Christians, but you have a place until you get yourself together, always. Yeah? That foundation. The young mommies. Grandparents are 35 years old now. That's crazy. Grandparents are 35 years old now. That's crazy. And you have kids having kids, and then when this little 14-year-old, 13-year-old has a baby, she don't know how to. Frustration takes her, the daddy gone, she's getting pressure from the family. Me tell you, say you shouldn't know the boy, look at you, take man and breed, I know you, this is it. That pressure from that side, plus baby crying constantly, baby need things constantly, pampers, milk, diapers, this, that, the other, pampers, diapers, same thing, you know what I'm saying. There are needs there, medical attention because baby sick and stuff up and can't breathe, and she's frustrated and panicky and everything. She start abuse the baby. Baby, I get some box to stop crying. And it starts there. And then she realized that when she hits 15, she had a baby at 14. When she hits 16, she realized that, damn, 16 is the age where you just start to really discover, like boys your own age. Might go to a movie, 17, go to a movie with a boy. You know what I mean? Getting ready for your adulthood, 18, young adulthood, 19, kind of thing. And she's missing out. So what happens? They start doing all kinds of stuff to the child. Leaving the child all kinds of places with anybody who will keep the child just so they can go enjoy life and do young people things, get it out your system things, right? We have to be careful how we raise our boys. We have to be careful how we love our boys. We have to be careful how that we are loving our boys. That we're showing them love and gratitude. We're showing them the way. We're showing them how to interact with people. We're showing them how to interact and how to love. A female is the most important part. Man and woman is what makes this world go round, as far as if man stop being with woman, even if it's for barely procreation's sake, we won't be here. The human race will be extinct. So, functionally raising your boy, you need him to know how to interact properly with women, with girls, with the female species then. Right? He needs to know that if he's in a relationship with her and she wants to leave because he's not treating her right, then the answer is not to kill her. but to let her go, spend some time alone by himself, and figure out what is it that he did wrong in that relationship, and how can he repair that part of himself before moving on to another relationship and doing the same, repeating the cycle. He needs to know. He needs to know when he gets a girl pregnant that he doesn't run, disappear, leave her with fatherless children. He needs to know that when things like that happen in his life, it's not the end of anything. It's the beginning of something great. Now it's time to man up. Now is not time to run streets, or join gangs, or go sell drugs, or do anything that will jeopardize his freedom or his life, because now he has a baby that's going to be depending on him for provision and for protection. He needs to know. He needs to know from an early age how to truly love, how to love himself. He needs to know that he is special. He needs to know that he is talented. He needs to know that he has a beautiful soul. And he needs to know that he has a lot to contribute to creation, because he was created with special gifts. He needs to know. Y'all listening to me? He needs to know how to show love and how to appreciate love. Let that sink in. All that he needs to know stuff. I'm going to leave this video right here. I hope you have a wonderful, magnificent, progressive, productive day. Treat our boys right. From baby age all the way up. Raise them right. Because when you damage them young, we're going to be reaping what it is we have instilled in them. Kufkat kwef not working. Harsh words are not needed, are not working. You're going to see it again. And when it manifests itself again, it might manifest itself in somebody's daughter being a victim of a vicious crime. SouFLoTV, man, big up, bless up, manners and respect, up, 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 wake up, wise up, and rise up. All right? I'm out. Loving them. Peace.